Guys, let me tell you, the shalaye in Biggie's house this week will be a lot, and I'm not even capping.
I'm a work in progress. I'm still working on myself. I'm going to try to unlearn and learn new things. I'm so sorry for stressing your life.
Hey Bethans, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Austin Betha. I'm so glad to have you guys here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly click on subscribe button before you leave. Also give this video a very big thumbs up right now or at the end if you enjoyed watching it. Okay guys, let's talk because the housemates had a lot of talk, so yeah, we need to dissect them one after the other. And I'm going to start off with Doyin and Allison. I mean, last night, Doyin was a wreck. Doyin was just really crying, telling Allison how unlucky she is with friendships and relationships, that why would Modella be a fake housemate, that why would Big Brother make Modella, see there are other people that Big Brother could have picked from, this one, that she was just trying to get to know the girl. They were getting really close, and now see what has happened. She was close to Saif left, Beauty left, now again. So for her, she just feels very unlucky because she and Modella were the ones that seemed like they were not in any type of ship, so she had somebody to talk to. I mean, obviously we all know that Allison always spends time with Hermes, so it's like you don't even have time for me. Now, the one person that now has time for me again has left Biggie's house. She was just really crying, and Allison was apologizing and just trying to, console her and all of that. Now, that one did one side. Then later, this same Doyin was having a conversation with Elo Swag, and Elo Swag is like, why is it that every single guy that has come to toast you in this house, you end up saying you don't really like them like that? That's why this one, and you always say that thing just because the relationship did not work. And she's like, no, that's not it. I mean, with this whole Giddy Fire situation, because we're talking about Giddy Fire and Diana, it's like Diana's my friend, and this Giddy Fire guy was coming to talk to me, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go and find out from Diana if you guys are in a relationship and whatnot. And then according to her, when she went to talk to Diana is like, no, I know that he has feelings for me and he has told me, but I told him to explore, blah blah blah. Like, I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, if this guy is clearly trying to talk to me and I know that he spends time with my friend, it only made sense that I go and ask my friend about it. And I even told Giddy Fire that I'll go and ask her, and I was like, okay, go ahead. And I did. So I don't understand what you're talking about. This one. Even me, I was trying to even understand the point Elo Swag was trying to make, because the truth is, for that particular Giddy Fire situation, see, you need to ask, because that's how he will tell you he does not really feel anything. Meanwhile, he feels like, what was Elo Swag's point? Please, if you understood that, let me know in the comment section. Okay. Also, guys, Doyin was in a lot of conversations last night. Okay, Doyin and Sheggz were having a conversation last night. He was talking to Doyin, and then at some point, it seemed like Bella came and interrupted the conversation they were having. For her, she just did not want to walk away like that because it would be awkward, and that's why she now stayed back. Like, okay, let's not look as if I'm being, I'm overreacting and stuff like that. So she decided to stay. Now for Sheggz, it's like, you saw me having a conversation with Doyin, like it was a private conversation. Like, I'm just, what does Sheggz want? Because sometimes it's very difficult to just understand what he wants. 1 minute he's saying Bella does not do this. The next minute he's saying Bella is doing this. And for Bella, it's like, what are you saying? He now started complaining about her stubbornness, how she's stubborn. Bella doesn't do shit for me. This relationship feels like, it's Bella's relationship. When I want shit, she doesn't do it. And sometimes I just don't think that she's emotionally intelligent to listen. Like, the way Sheggz speaks to Bella sometimes is quite disturbing.
That's how we won't go. You don't do shit for me. You don't hold me down. You're not there for me when I need you. But I'm there for you all the time. I hold you down all the time. I don't talk too much, do it. Our relationship feels like it's Bella's relationship. It doesn't feel like it's Sheggz and Bella's relationship. It feels like I give. And when I really need you, you can't even clock. Like, you're not emotionally intelligent enough to clock.
Like, his choice of words, his tone when he's saying those things, sometimes I just feel like he's too, I don't know, he's like, it makes me cringe. Okay, that's just the truth. I don't like the way he speaks to Bella sometimes. And I know some of you have complained about it, that this guy is this guy is that. And I just choose not to pay attention to those comments because, again, it is none of my business. But when it becomes a norm, when it becomes something that he does frequently and without stress, then it's okay for me to get worried. I mean, I don't care for that relationship. I made that known a lot of times. But you just don't speak to somebody that you say you care about in that tone. And even though he was telling him, like, you acted out of proportion. I mean, the way you spoke to her, it was just not nice. Maybe she did not like the way you spoke to her in front of somebody. Even if you would tell her these things, why are you saying it in front of me? You should have waited for me to leave. You know, the thing is, doing makes sense when she's giving advice. But the problem with that is that sometimes after giving advice, they will still use you to settle. And that's why I said it is important for people to know when to shut up, because at the end of the day, they know they put mouth for people's relationship. Do you get? He just kept on saying a lot of things, and you know, Bella was quiet the entire time. She was just lying down there. Then later he now came to apologize to her, and I said, do you have anything to say? The girl said, no, I don't have anything to say. Like, exactly what do you want me to say? Even though he was telling him, what do you want her to say? You've said all the plenty things, you've insulted her, you've done all of that, and then now you expect her to say something. Like, she's not in the mood to say anything. And it's like, I kind of apologize, and the least I expected is for her to say something sweet. Maybe tell me you love me, but obviously it's not in her nature. And then the Bella is like, yes, it's not in my nature. Like, at this point, leave me alone.
Do you have anything to say? Okay, nothing at all. You could have said, yeah, it's cool, I love you or something. You could have been sweet, but it's not in her nature, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's not my nature.
I'm like, you guys are just doing too much. You know, later on again, I saw she and the Sheggz having a conversation, and she was apologizing to the guy, telling the guy, yes, I understand that I'm a very stubborn person, and maybe with my past relationships, these things were acceptable. This is the first time I'm being with a guy like you. I'm a work in progress. I'm working on myself. I'm trying to unlearn certain things that I have learned before, but you know it will not be easy because I'm 25. There are certain things about me that probably would not change, blah, blah, blah. It's fine if you wake up tomorrow and tell me you're done with the relationship, you do not want it anymore. I mean, I'll be hurt because there's no cap. I like you, I really, really love you, but at the end of the day, I will not want to keep stressing you, because it seems like you're always stressed out about my behavior or the way I do things or the way I say things. If you wake up and say you don't want the relationship anymore, that's fine. I'll totally understand.
I'm a work in progress. I'm still working on myself, but I'm going to try to unlearn and learn new things. I'm so sorry for stressing your life this past 1 month plus. You are also different as well, because this is the first time I'm actually being with a guy that is like you. So I just want you to keep being patient with me for as long as you can be patient with me. But whenever you wake up and say you don't want this anymore, I promise I will understand. I'll be hurt, but I'll understand.
Then later again, I saw them in the lounge, they were talking, and then Sheggz was like, oh, but babe, now it's okay, you know, we've settled now, we've made up. And she's like, no, we've not made up. Like, why do you keep complaining about me? And you know that the general public are listening. Do you even know if it's only when I'm shouting that the camera captures it? And the way you keep complaining, it seems like I don't have any good sides to me. Am I like the worst person on earth? Blah, blah, blah. And the guy's like, but babe, you know I love you now. You know, you made me see relationship in a different way. You know, I cannot do without you. I cannot. And the guy's like, when you say all these things, when you complain about me, I totally forget about the nice things you say. Like, you don't talk to somebody that you say you care about in the way that you do, with the tone that you even do. Like, sometimes it's just really disturbing. But I mean, it's Sheggz and Bella, so they will still settle. Like I said, I'm not going to trick my mouth. Anyhow way they want them, make them do them. Okay?
Baby, am I the worst person on earth?
But baby, I'm trying to talk to you in a calm vibe. You've already made up.
I haven't made up. I haven't.
Why don't you remember that I said that? You made me believe in love again.
I forget about everything the moment you start complaining.
Now, on a lighter note here, Cheesy is just a big clown. I mean, he was sitting in the dining area with Sheggz, Bella, you know, just quite a number of the housemates, they were there. And he was like, see, tomorrow when Big Brother just calls us for our nomination, once I enter there, I'm calling Sheggz and Bella, like straight up. I'm not even thinking about it. And if anybody else decides to provoke me, I will just remove Sheggz' name. I'll replace your name with Sheggz' name, like no cap. See, emotions are high. Emotions are high. I'm just like, what is wrong with this boy? Even the Sheggz and Bella were there and they were all laughing.
Tomorrow, if I just enter that place, Bella and Sheggz, I go call their name first. Maybe brother carry them immediately. I know they even there. Tomorrow names, I don't start with them first. And if any other person provoke me, I fit my nose Sheggz, put that person. So no, let's be guided. Emotions are very high now. Let's be guided, please.
And then Giddy Fire was like, why all of now come they behave like say, waiting in the talk, say una no get on our own session. If you to go now, you call a name. I know that they are all threatened by Cheesy. And I will not be surprised today if a good number of them enter that diary room and start nominating Cheesy, because the guy is doing his work well. And I mean, they don't know that. So for them, it's like, this guy is doing too much. This guy is just he's full of himself, so yes, we're going to nominate him, but we all know that that's not gonna work. Okay, so I'm all for the drama, I'm here for all of that. I mean, Cheesy was just joking, but then I know that even if they laugh there thinking it's a joke, deep down they'll go sit down, the reason the matter. People like Giddy Fire, they go sit down, the reason the matter. Now, before I even end this video, let's talk about Deji and Chichi. I mean, Chichi was telling him how, Doyin said this about him, Doyin said that, and it's like, I don't know why the girl keeps talking about me, I don't even like the girl like that, blah blah blah. That's why when I saw you sitting down with Doyin and Alice, in my mind I'm like, what are you even discussing? That's why I was upset, blah blah blah. I don't care about the girl and what she says, but I know she'll be going around saying things about me, blah 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 blah. And Chichi is like, she said a lot, but I'm not coming here to tell you about it because I wasn't in the picture. And then the Deji's like, see, I'm not even here to even listen to what she said, but my point is, you should not even be talking to that Doyin because she'd always be chatting nonsense. Like, plenty wahala. Later again, we saw Deji sitting down with Giddy Fire, and he's like, that Doyin babe, I don't know, she's always going about talking about me, the stupid girl. Like, he even referred to Doyin as a stupid girl, she's this, she's that, blah 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 blah. Giddy Fire to that say, the girl is very wicked. This is how is Doyin wicked? Simply because Doyin came to confirm from you that you're not trying to play a game the way you were trying to do with Rachel and Diana at the same time, and Amaka as well. Like, Doyin is smart. I understand that she has her flaws. I keep saying this thing, Doyin is always in people's business. Like, she's always trying to overdo this therapy session thing, but that doesn't take away from the fact that she's very smart and she will not let you play her like that, especially since she felt very blindsided with the whole Deji situation. So no, she will not let anybody come and put her in one space. So obviously I can understand why Giddy Fire feels like, she's a wicked girl, she's this one, she's this one. See, at the end of the day, all of them will be all right. For me, I don't even want to come and be stressing myself unnecessarily about this one, this one. See, this is just the beginning of Shalaye in the week, okay? This is just Monday. I mean, they had all of these conversations last night, so we have a long week of Shalaye to do. And guys, can I tell you, Brian was having a conversation with Deji and Cheesy, and they were talking about fake housemates and how Big Brother is always trying to change things every year. In my mind, I'm like, oh, Brian, if only you knew that the people you were having this conversation with are the wrongest people to have it with. I mean, Deji is a fake housemate, Cheesy is a rider, so you're there talking and strategizing and saying, oh, Big Brother always brings, fake housemates to kind of, disrupt the game, blah, blah, blah. They started talking about Pere, Maria, this one. I'm just like, oh, Brian, sorry. Then you realize that they themselves are actually, fake housemates and riders, then I don't know how you feel. I mean, I just feel like Brian always has conversations with the wrong people. He was liking Modella. Modella is fake. Now you're talking about how you're feeling and the whole fake housemate thing with fake housemates and riders. Like, it was so hilarious, guys. Really, really hilarious. But then again, like I said, let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think that, Sheggz actually talks to Bella in a very condescending manner? Like, I'm not comfortable with it, guys, like, to be honest. But then again, that's my opinion. Let me know what you think. Do you think they're a perfect couple, made from heaven? Just let me know what you think in the comment section, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly click on subscribe button before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't, and I will definitely talk to you guys much later. Bye.